大家好，欢迎来到邱明姐的频道，我是你们的好朋友小邱。观看我的影片，让我们一起骑着脚踏车，看到更宽更广的世界。我们欢迎来自台湾各地的宝贝们，耶！我们现在人在由场轩科技有限公司冠名赞助的2026台南国际单车训练营。我们今天要骑到二寮关日停，那我们就出发吧！Fighting！ 我们今天要进行为期2天的训练营，我们来看看这2天的训练营在教些什么。现在是练习碰撞练习，其实就是大家要修的并修的，就是肩并肩了。其实我们一般都很排斥碰撞练习，在集团里面碰撞，你不要碰我，很危险。其实碰撞是很基本的，在集团里面的话，所以你在碰撞的时候就是要保持平衡。这个是我们以前学不到的，就是要大家想办法碰撞，肩并肩前进的。所以集团里面你碰到不会怎样，你就是稳住就好了。这个碰撞是一定的。
Don't afraid.
这个训练营最主要是请到辅导经理教练来帮我们上课，所以他安排我们的第1堂课就是碰撞练习。布拉鱼敢碰撞练习吗？
当然敢啊！
在集团里面，如果有人碰你的，
把它轰出去啊！把它轰出去啊！
And next time is one rider the touch the push is here. Push with hip, you know, like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Hip?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Can you try with me? Can you do for me? And it is okay. Yeah.
布拉鱼现在这个动作更高级了，
我很想示范，
要碰到屁股的呢。
谁敢碰我屁股，我老公要把他揍死。
我们早上的课程就是要习惯集团的碰撞。
It's very important to stay closer and don't be panic when in the peloton, when touched by the riders or you know. So this is after this class they don't afraid, they can stay more closer and you know this is a very important skill for the racing.
所以我们第1堂课就学了碰撞练习，这很重要。我们的确非常缺乏这块，包含我个人。我们个人哪有在那边碰来碰去的？
So you riding from me? I touch the wheel, but like this. Touch kindly, no? Touch the wheel. Oh, like if you kick, you can kick. Yeah, like this. Yeah. In both side also, both side. You can try both side. Yeah, we can touch the both side like this. Yeah. You don't have to fly it, you know, like this. Yeah. This is you know, in the peloton, touch the wheel in front of rider, but also you know, don't be panic is very important. If European race is more closer, with this training, after they can stay more closer in the peloton.
哇，下一堂课更进阶哦，是轮子碰撞练习哦。我们集团很常摔车，都是因为轮子碰撞。那轮子碰撞那一瞬间，你 hold 住，可以把摔车的几率降到最低。所以照辅导先生的看起来，轮子碰撞也是要练习，然后不用怕，也是救得回来的。
Okay, next is we do the American medicine. 2 lines, 1 line outside. 1 line inside. You can take some distance between the rider and rider. First, we push the rider, and you can hold here and push the rider.
所以这个是推人练习，推人也是要练习的啊，没有练过不要乱推啊，危险的。
And the next, we try by hand and by hand.
下一堂课美式接力练习。
Next step is Madison, and I hold and I like this, and you push. Yeah. And you come front, and after you push it. Yeah, I show you the example. Yeah, can you go in front of me? Hold the hand and push. Yeah, like this. The hand here. Yeah, and like this. And in the beginning, and yeah, yeah, yeah.
我们这样子就完成了1圈的美式接力的训练，持续美式接力练习。所以布拉鱼是要怎么拉手？
先后面的人我过来，我就先拉住了，然后我开始往前之后，我再帮你借我的力把你拉出去，是这样子嘛？对不对？教练是这个想法。 你不要趁机拉我手哦，小心我老公哦，会看哦。谁敢碰我屁股，我老公要把他揍死。
Very important when you receive the bottle like this. You pull your arm when you receive the bottle.
来，我们先示范一下。我很好奇，我到底接不接得到哦？所以由我今天在助教，我先来示范一下。 哦，要做那个动作。
再给我。
所以重点是那个缩的动作啦，不要傻傻的啦，有缩的动作就很好接，尤其有练过棒球的会比较简单。如果接不到水壶，都会被学长干掉。我现在看起来日本的教育真的是很重视基本动作，我们台湾不会这样子私底下练，就是阿柳阿那鸟啦。那日本人呢，他们很重视基本小细节的，着重在一些我们平常不会练习的小技巧啊，这些都是非常重要的技巧，公路赛的时候一定会用到，所以这个是我们这次课程最大的收获。
那我们就先休息了。
好，谢谢。
OK， 谢谢。
那我们课程就开始了。
我们下午持续上室内课。
I go slowly and I still keep the pedal, keep force. Because if I change and go back, I cannot follow. I cannot wait until he pass me, and he come here, and this rider come. Okay, now it's okay. But just very important, stay here, not go make a distance.
Yes. Like this.
现在这是在教水地式轮车，这个很难哦，很多人都不会哦。乡民没有在水地式轮车的啦。
The position in the breakaway for a long distance is you push the handle. You concentrate for pulling the yeah.
然后这里要推哦，这里要推车，要推车把。
所以现在在讲，在突围的时候要怎么骑。我学的那个新观念就是手要往前，然后在下10点的时候往后蹬。下10点很重要。
You concentrate the power here, and you can do the big power here in a.
所以重点核心啊，这是我一再强调的嘛，核心用力，然后下10点那边要注意，要 concentrate on 下10点。我看起来就这2个重点，第一个是核心，第二个是下10点，那边用类似滑的动作把它滑过去。
I know that he really wanna win the stage, so I thought that if this Bouygues Telecom rider attack in the end, I stop, I let him go. Now until now they don't wanna work with me, so I must work. Last 1K, he attack, and when I stop the leg, you see, I stop the leg because I know he go. If I chase him, and he is in my wheel, it's no good, I cannot beat him on the sprint. They use a big gear, but I use a light gear, Light gear can save the more power. But he looked back and he saw I'm not in his wheel. He attacked and he goes so fast. I decide to go. If I don't know if he follow me or not, but I must catch him to win the stage. So I decide to go. And last 300 meters, I still have a very big gap, so I put 2 more gear, heavy gear.
阿雷，
Yeah. Because he go once, 1K abroad, so yeah. Like this I did, yeah. Yes, because in France I have many experience of the smart riders, so I spend too much power and I cannot win the race. So this time I'm little smarter than the Italian rider.
可以吗？有信心在兰卡威赢吗？
努力，
加油点。兰卡威靠你了，兰卡威很难哦。有没有比过兰卡威？
还没有。
学弟，好了，帮我们骑一下兰卡威啦。
好的，
教练他自己在那个他们日本做的这个四田柿饼，这个超贵的，这个空运来的话都超贵的。那我自己有吃，我觉得超级好吃的。
报名上课还有报名给。我们第1天的课程就到这边结束。今天蛮充实的啦，我这位骑车20年的老司机也学到了蛮多不一样的观念。我们期待第2天的课程。走喽，出发喽！我们今天是室外课，我们骑到2寮关日亭，然后在那边会做爬坡训练跟下坡训练，还有看要做什么上课的技巧。我们从台南市要往郊区骑，这段红绿灯会比较多一点，好多白鹭鸶哦。终于转到没有红绿灯的路了，这边有卖玉米哦。 这个路口就知道了，我们要直走往新化。辅导先生现在在指导，1对1指导，所以这个训练营可以获得辅导的指导是很难得的。
你知道重点是什么吗？要勇敢讲英文啊！你看你多讲多问，就是会多学啊。
南一68路牌4公里处。
他开始示范，然后第一个就是打开手的部分。
辅导先生现在要示范环兰卡威单站冠军，真的不是盖的，虽然现在已经老了。
Yeah, like this, open. You see? Easy. Yeah. Yeah. But you can do it any cadence, you know, if light gear or heavy gear, you know. You see the, yeah, you see? No, this, no, don't use the, yeah, like this.
这个我之前常教，抽车的时候手肘要放松，因为你要靠核心把身体撑起来。这个我都教过，看我的影片跟参加训练营有87分像。握下把抽车。
It's more faster. Yes, okay.
它是 hold 住，然后往上，所以有往上，
Yeah.
往上的力量，往上你的力量。
I don't recommend everybody. Normally we ride like this, you know. Yeah. Normally when steep climbing, we climb like this, you know. But if you don't have much space in the road, each stroke you can climb. Yeah, see. You keep your power here and you lay down.
把这里的力量换起来之后，你再把那个车把
Yeah.
姿势做出来。
Many rider is like this, you know. Yeah, this is a bad example. Okay, if you have a power like this, you can climb. You see? Yeah. Use much power here. You know, use many muscle here.
台南国际训练营。
赞！我们今天二寮观日亭的教学到这边结束，不错，这个地方可以看到月世界喽。我们在这边休息集结一下，准备回台南市区。这边是新化附近，我们回到我们的基地了，台南市自由车场。我们休息一下，吃个午餐，继续下午的课程，蛮充实的哦。早上骑车，下午继续上课。那下午再上完课，这2天的课程就这样结束了。我们经过中午的吃饭休息，紧接而来是下午最后的课程了。我们看看这是什么东西？
石墨烯的链条油，
你有用过吗？
有，好不错。黑科技。
For the dancing also, if you can start from slowly, you know, it's very important to the, you know, right, left, and then after little make it a little light gear, you know, lighter, faster, and then you can do. 现在在介绍拉伸伸展怎么弄，平常要怎么放松。不错，这个课程很丰富。
这2天的感觉如何？有很充实吗？那么这个分享大概到这边啦。不管是喜欢想要去成长的年轻选手，或者是喜欢骑车去旅行的车友们，让我们一起骑着脚踏车，看到更宽更广的世界。
各位学员们，未来让我们持续骑着脚踏车，看到更宽更广的世界。我们训练营的影片就到这边结束，大家下次见，拜拜。